everyone! Isa na namang utang application or utang platform yung pag-uusapan natin. And in today's video, pag-uusapan po natin si Finbro PH. So, Finbro PH, yung selling point dito is that you can borrow up to 50,000 pesos. And napakadali daw applyan yung loan app na to, yung loan platform na to, because all you need is just one valid ID and to fill out their form dun sa website nila. It's the app na para sa inyo. If I were you, I'd stick around because sinubukan ko po mag-apply kay Finbro and so far na-approve naman ako. Kaya isi-share ko sa inyo yung naging experience ko sa pag-apply para makapag-decide kayo if bagay ba siya sa inyo o hindi. My name is Red and I make reviews about online loan platforms and buy now pay later platforms. So, sinishare ko yung aking experience guys para maging familiar kayo sa mga apps na to. Para in the end, makakapag-decide kayo if tama ba siya sa inyo. So, hindi ko po ini-encourage na umutang kayo sa app na ito. Yung sa akin lang is, pinapakita ko lang yung mga things na dapat yung malaman. So, for today's video, pag-usapan natin si Finbro PH. So, kamusta ba yung naging experience ko sa pag-apply? Madali ba siya? Totoo bang minutes lang? Malalaman mo if approve ka o hindi. To get the ball rolling, guys, so Finbro, wala po siyang application or app na mada-download sa Google Play Store or kaya sa iOS. Itong si Finbro, mag-a-apply ka through their website, which is www.finbro.com. Now, yung first impression ko dun sa website niya is well-structured. If you scroll down to the bottom, you will see yung contact information ni Finbro and yung kanyang address at yung company na nag-ooperate sa kanya, which is Sophie Lending. And makikita mo din dun yung kanyang registration number with Securities and Exchange Commission. So, what I do is that I would highlight number na yan. And then I would search it para makita ko siya dun sa Securities and Exchange Commission na website. So, andun nga siya, nakalista nga siya, it's registered, and on the right, you will see na yung platform niya na rehistrado is the website Indeed, which is yung Finbro PH. So, that aside, guys, we can now move on sa application process. Back to the website, meron po siyang, sa baba, meron po siyang parang loan calculator. You will notice na meron pong dalawang tabs, and that is the tab for new clients and for repeat clients. So, kung repeat client ka, then of course, you're going to log in. But kung bago ka pa sa website na yun, or first time mo mag-apply ng loan, the first thing for you to do is to create an account or click the apply now to fill out their form para ma-create yung account mo. Now, before you do that, guys, meron siyang loan calculator. And with that loan calculator, para kang may overview ng amount na babayaran mo sa due date mo. You can play with different values. You can borrow anywhere from 1,000 pesos to 50,000 pesos. But of course, kasi first time mo, expect na yung i-approve sa'yo is a lower amount. If you're ready to apply, just click the apply now button and you will be taken to the next page kung saan yun na yung application form nila. It will ask you for particulars like your first, your middle name, and then your last name, and it will tell you to choose kung ano yung ID na gagamitin mo. So guys, please take note na sa baba, sasabihin niya, you will need to take a picture of the selected ID later in the application process. So yung tatlong IDs na tinatanggap ni Finbro ay SSS, UMID, and driver's license. So yun nga, tatlo lang. Now, in my case, I selected the driver's license. So, pagkatapos mo i-select yung ID na meron ka, yung next niyang hihingin sa'yo is your government ID number, government ID expiration date. And then, hihingin niya rin yung date of birth mo, your gender, and your civil status, kung single or married. Now, it will also ask you for your email address, your phone number, kung saan niya ipapadala yung verification code, and then your password. And simple lang naman yung guidelines nila sa password. It only needs to be a 4-character na password. So, 4 characters or more. So, regarding sa email address, guys, kung meron kang email address, just provide them with your email address. And of course, this is dapat yung email address mo is the one that's working and meron kayong access. Kung wala ka namang email address, you just need to click yung, if you don't have an email address, please register here na link and just follow the instruction. Ikaw na yung phone number na ibibigay mo sa kanila is yun yung gagamitin mo the next time na mag-log in kayo sa Finbro to check on your account, yung status, yung mga ganon. So, moving on. Sa baba, meron siyang I have read and agreed to the terms and conditions and the privacy policy. So, guys, huwag pindot ng pindot. Bago nyo siya i-check, it's good na binasa po yung terms and conditions tsaka yung privacy policy. Mahalaga guys na binabasa yung terms and conditions tsaka yung privacy policy kasi for example, andun sa terms and conditions, nakalagay, nakastate yung kanyang eligibility requirements. So for Finbro, you have to be 20 years old and above and dapat meron kang good credit standing. So those are just some of the things na kailangan mong iniintindi tsaka sa kailangan mong basahin. Kaya just click those links para mabasa mo yung mga ganon. And afterwards, saka ka maglalagay ng check dun sa box na yan and just click continue. Now, if you click continue, the next page will give you another loan calculator. Kapag bago ka pa lang sa isang system or isang app, do not expect na makukuha mo kaagad yung maximum na loanable amount. Depende po yan sa system, depende po yan sa information na pinovide mo sa kanila. So, dito, nag-iba siya. Yung minimum is 1,000 pa rin. Yung maximum, naging 15,000 na lang. Now, meron kang, there's another slider sa baba kung saan pwede mong ibahin your loan terms. So, yung maximum dito is 30 days. And then, yung minimum is 7 days. Meron din 14 days and meron din so on and so forth. Feel free to play with the loan calculator para makita mo kung magkano yung magiging amount due mo pagdating ng due date. So, for example, sa 2,500 and a term of 30 days, yung interest niya is 150 pesos. Tsaka yung processing fee is 225. You've seen the interest, you've seen the processing fee, pero mabibigla ka guys because sa baba, may makikita kang amount na mas mataas pa kaysa sa processing fee o kaya sa interest. Ito yung actually nagpapamahal or ito yung actually nagpapalaki sa amount na babayaran mo upon due date. And they're calling this Borrower's Advantage Package. It's actually some kind of insurance and I don't believe in insurance actually guys sa mga ganito ha. I'm not saying insurance is bad but I'm just saying na I don't really believe yung mga insurance package sa mga loan stuff na ganito. The question is, can I opt out of it? Can I choose not to get it, diba? Kasi yun nga, yun yung nagpapamahal ng babayaran mo upon due date eh. So, sa baba, meron siyang parang box that you can check and uncheck para matanggal mo siya dun sa babayaran mo. If i-uncheck mo siya, bababa nga yung amount na babayaran mo upon due date, pero para ma-approve ka naman sa loan, hihingi naman siya ng additional documentation. So, kailangan mo guys mag-submit ng Certificate of Employment with Compensation Breakdown. So, proof of income. And then, kailangan mo rin mag-submit ng Comprehensive Executive Check-up Result. So, parang hassle. Para lang tanggalin mo yung 900 plus na yan. Parang ang dami mong kailangan gawin. So, parang, so this is the, dito pa lang guys, makakapag-decide ka if you're going to go for it or not. Because, yun nga, huwag kasing pindot ng pindot. Instead of 30 days, ginawa ko lang siyang 14 days, guys. I ended up selecting the Borrower's Advantage Package kasi ayoko na ng hassle na magbibigay pa ako ng additional documentation na yan. So, moving on, yung next na i-provide mo is yung employment information. So, sa baba, you will provide your total monthly income and your total monthly expenses. Nasa inyo na yan kung ano yung ilalagay nyo. But take note that yung i-approve sa yung amount will always depend on the amount or will always depend on the information na pinovide mo sa kanila. So, if you've given those information, just click continue. The next thing that it will ask for is your reference, contact reference. So, sa drop-down, you can choose spouse, mother, father, brother, sister, and cousin. Approve. Just assume na tatawagan nila. So, it's a good practice na hingin mo rin yung permission nila bago mo sila ilagay doon as a contact reference. Click continue. And the next, may lalabas na parang maliit na window at tatanungin niya kung i-allow mo ba si Finbro na i-access yung location ng device. And just allow kasi yun lang naman yung itatanong, yun lang naman yung hihingi niyang permission, yung location lang ng device. Next to that is that hihingi niya yung address mo and just supply the information. And then, once you're done with that, just click continue lang guys. And the next is hihingi niya yung bank info mo. So, sabi dito, log in securely with your online banking and may assurance na safe daw. But, medyo nagdadalawang isip ako sa mga ganito, guys. Wala akong tiwala sa mga ganito. Ay, buti na lang, pwede mo siyang skip. Kasi ayoko talagang ibigay yung bank info ko sa kanila. Binigay ko lang yung PayMaya ko, guys, kasi doon ko gusto ipadala yung loan. So, pwede rin GCash, pwedeng PayMaya, pwede rin ipadala sa bank account. So, just click save after you give them your disbursement method. Yung next na nito is verification. In the next step, you will see instructions on how to proceed with verification of ID and selfie. You must allow access to your camera and microphone. To pass the process successfully, it will increase your chances of getting approved by 50%. So, pag click ko ng start ng verification process, guys, it will actually open another app or parang another window. It's probably some kind of system that in-integrate nila dun sa website nila. You will take the picture of the front and the back of your ID. Pagkatapos yun, magsi-selfie ka. Just follow the prompts tulad nito. And then, pagkatapos mong gawin yan, meron siyang lalabas na big thank you. And then, it will move to the next page, which sasabihin niya, please wait, it might take a few minutes to process your loan application. So, parang mabilis naman kasi yung next page na is that yung loan summary na. So, andun sa loan summary, sasabihin niya kung when your due date is gonna be, pero ikaw naman yung pumili niyan eh. Diba kanina pinagpili ka niya kung gusto mong 14 days or 30 days, yung ganon. And then yung loan amount, yung in-applyan mo, which is 2,500. Yung tenor, I really don't fully understand kung bakit sinasabi niyang 12 months ito. Pero sinasabi niya na yung interest is 70 pesos lang. Yung processing fee is 105. Pero yun nga lang, dahil sa Borrower's Advantage Package, naging mahal yung fees. Ito yung nagpamahal ng fees, guys, kasi mas mataas pa yung 736 sa sinasabi nilang insurance kaysa sa daw interest tsaka sa processing fee. So yun, for a loan of 2,500 and then yung term is yung pinili ko is 14 days lang. Yung babayaran ko is 3,411. So, the Borrower's Advantage Package is something that I really don't like about this app. Pero kung gusto nyo pa rin mag-proceed, then just click I have read and agreed to blah 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 blah. I suggest na you go through each of those documents that are associated with this loan application. Kung okay ka sa ganito, then that's the only time na lagyan mo ng check yung I agree na yan, tsaka i-click yung finish. Huwag kasing pindot ng pindutan. Dapat sigurado ka kung okay ka o hindi. There's another window na advisory. The borrower should study terms and conditions. Parang it's really making sure na naiintindihan mo, na alam mo kung ano yung pinapasukan mo dito. So, if you have read the disclosure statement, you fully understand what you're getting yourself into, then that's the time na nilalagyan to ng check and click confirm. It will go to the next window na sasabihin niya your application has been submitted. We're currently processing your application and might contact you for additional questions. Processing time can take from 10 minutes or the next working day. So, hintay-hintay ka na lang ng SMS or text from them. So, minutes after I submitted my application, guys, may tumawag from Finbro. Tinanong sa akin kung aware ba ako na may application that na ginawa with my information. Kasi malay mo, baka ibang tao yung gumawa ng loan na yan. So, I was able to provide the information na hingi niya. And then, sabi niya, approved naman pala ako sa amount na in-applyan ko, which was 2,500. And then, he read to me the loan summary again, and sabi niya, aware ka ba na yung magiging interest mo is this and that, and aware ka ba na yung babayaran mo upon due date is this. So sabi niya po sa niya, yes, I am aware of it and I'm okay. Sabi niya, hintay-hintay ka lang ng konti and matatanggap mo na yung perang ni-loan mo. So, minutes after kaming nag-usap, guys, yun, ni-refresh ko yung website and sabi niya, congratulations, approved na ako. And then, after a couple minutes, ko dun sa PayMaya ko yung amount na ni-loan and na amount na ni-loan, which is 2,500. So, my thoughts about Finbro is that, yes, ang dali niyang applyan kasi simple lang yung form. Pero, yun nga lang, 3 ID lang yung tinatanggap niya. And then, also, meron siyang dinadagdag na parang insurance which is something that I don't like. Kasi because of that, parang lumalabas na ang laki ng babayaran mo because of that insurance. So, why not just do away with it? Actually, yun nga, oo, may option nga na tanggalin mo siya. Pero kung tinanggal mo naman siya, ang dami namang hihingin niya sa'yo. So, you have to do the executive checkup. Hindi ka makakakuha basta-basta ng COE sa HR mo niyan kapag it's a weekend. And if it's executive checkup, pupunta ka pa sa lab. If yung other naman, it's something that takes time para ma-accomplish. So, parang hassle siya. You have to go through a lot of things para lang tanggalin mo yung quote-and-quote na insurance na yan. Other than that, with regards to the approval process, yun nga, may tatawag to verify na ikaw ba talaga yung nag-apply, pero hindi naman siya ganun talaga ka-complicated. Konting questions lang naman, and dun, yung rep na mismo magsasabi sa'yo kung pasado ka o hindi. Or, siguro kung walang tumawag, then they will send you a text message to tell you kung pasado ka o hindi. That's it. Pag pasado ka, guys, kaagad-agad mong makukuha yung amount na niloan mo, and good thing about it is that wala siyang kaltas. So, kung nag-loan ka ng 2,500, yung matatanggap mo is 2,500. Pero yun nga lang, mataas yung quote-and-quote fees and interest dun dahil sa borrower's advantage package or yung insurance na yan, which is something, the very big thing na ayaw ko sa kanya. So, yun yung feedback ko about Finbro, guys. Kung hindi okay si Finbro sa'yo, guys, I have videos dito sa channel ko about other loan apps na probably is a good fit or a better option for you. So, I hope to see you again on my next video. Bye!